Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today once again with another reset that's happening this weekend. This has been newer in the last couple weeks because usually events do reset on the Monday, but saw once again with the event preview, so I wanted to make this quick video for you guys to go over this and as well as prepare. But yeah, in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the events that are starting today, things to watch for, and as well as some other updates to come this big week, especially since this is the preparation week for potentially Shadow King. Then that means actually there's a really good chance that next week is actually the legendary event coming very quickly here. So as per usual, if you guys want to stay up to date with Marvel Strike Force content, crush these events completely free to play just like myself, please make sure you follow along, hit that like button, and give the channel a sub for future videos just like this. So couple things, guys. There are a few things that are wrapping up that I want to point your attention to, and then we'll talk about the ones that are resetting today. So if you recall, this Astral Voyage one, the spending of campaign energy and earning Voyage or fragments, obviously tying back to the Cosmic Awakening event, this is actually wrapping up today. So you know, we hit right on the mark. We were able to get actually exactly what we aimed for, which is the 30 shards of Zombie Scarlet Witch. We also got the monthly item. That's kind of what I was recommending because remember, we were trying not to core and save as much power cores as possible. We also could utilize some Undying characters like Zombie Iron Man to take advantage of there. And then there was obviously that massive win or lose in Battle World battle that add quite a bit of points here, right? But at the end of the day, we didn't actually core at all for this event. So that was awesome that we can get the 30 shards for Zombie Scarlet Witch. There was also another additional shards actually embedded in the calendar. So rest assured, guys, if you haven't got her unlocked, you know, this is guaranteed as well, right? Day 1 gave you 10 shards, and then another 10 at the very end of day 8. So this is going to be a guaranteed unlock, so as long as you guys are active and making sure that you've done as best as you could. But otherwise, that was a really good win for the community. Now, I do want to point your attention to, guys, to the big one that's resetting today, because this is the one that was announced on Friday's blog post, right? And it's called the Cosmic Shadows event. You can see here, this one's the earning of T3 ISO 8, but this is also Oath's free-to-play event. So make sure you guys are understanding that. I made a breakdown video actually earlier this morning just to go through the min-max of how we can capitalize on our shards. But most of us, you know, myself included, likely only need around, you know, 55 to 60 shards. So it means that you don't actually need to go all the way through this last milestone 15 here for the 40 shards. We can probably get to milestone 14, but again, guys, if you want to see that breakdown, I'll link my video below. But overall, with this event, similar to the one that's back to back here, there's gonna be some points tied back to Battle World. This one's gonna be not the battling, but clearing waves, so it's gonna be important to be active there. The Strange Awakening is an offer, so you have to pay to get that, but otherwise, spending of Astral Energy, which is the Astral Showcase, as well as campaign energy, is also going to be adding 8 points per. So not a bad event. You actually don't need to spend any power cores whatsoever to get to milestone 14 in this event. So just be mindful of that. I didn't even need to hoard campaign energy. So that's the good win right there. Make sure you guys check that out just because I'm on a min-max as best as you can. And again, if you haven't got Oath unlocked, this is going to be her free-to-play event. I also want to point out, so tomorrow, the Strike Pass does reset. So Nimrod's actually going afterwards, after Sentinel. So we're going to assume that probably after Nimrod will be Omega, or maybe they'll start with finally with some of the Night Stalker characters. But regardless, yeah, make sure you guys take advantage of this. As you can see, we hoard energy throughout the month, and we're still able to hit this, and with the data spare as well. So we're going to best prepare by saving some of the resets tomorrow, and that way we can take advantage of getting ahead on the Strike Pass as well. Other than that, the other big one I want to point out too is I believe in the web store, the Turkey Milestone Weekly is going to also reset. So maybe don't spend any turkeys just yet if you guys haven't. I've been saving because I do want to get the Mephisto Red Orb, so I'm going to wait till reset, and then I'm also going to trigger that, so that way I can use all the turkeys and maximize that web milestone. But make sure the web milestone is active. Speaking of which, though, the one thing I did want to highlight in this video as well is last week when, what was it, the Astral Voyage event started, everyone started using all their campaign energy, and it actually was not adding to the milestone points because of an in-game bug. It just wasn't registering. Maybe it didn't recognize that the event actually started yet. The 4 orb fragments were not added into the Maiden nodes, and as a result, folks were not getting points getting added into this. And also, on top of that, there was a massive compensation that obviously was good, but just something to watch for today. At reset today, make sure you guys are watching for that. This event is going to go live, which is the Cosmic Shadows, but make sure maybe just spend like 12 to 20 campaign energy, see if it registers a point. If not, just wait a bit. I waited a couple hours last week, and then thankfully I was able to avoid all that debacle with, you know, having to go through the motions of obviously getting the compensation, reaching out to support. But yeah, hopefully you guys can avoid that as well. We have Emma Frost X-Men also coming later this week, guys, so that's pretty exciting. We have the Illuminati team showcase rerunning, so there's gonna be more opportunities to get Captain Britain shards here. I was really close to the candy store, but just haven't been lucky enough to actually get all of his shards, so it's just terrible RNG. You know, at the beginning I was coring, but now I'm just waiting for luck to fall my way. But regardless, I'm sure we can get 20 shards in the next couple weeks here, especially since he's also going to get featured in the upcoming battle pass as well. So rest assured, guys, you're close to getting this unlock. It's going to be meaningful there, but again, it's not really going to matter in the grand scheme of things, just because I'll be using the other Illuminati characters for Shadow King ultimately. Yeah, so I think that in a nutshell is kind of what's happening today, guys, and especially what's coming up in the week based on what we've seen in the blog post. But yeah, be on the watch for that. And then lastly, I do want to point out, this was kind of a nice surprise, is that I thought that originally with Battle World, we were going to go through every difficulty. Oh, by the way, guys, if you see this screen here where it just shows the little sparks and it's not loading, what I've seen that works is you just hit Alliance War. It almost kind of resets it. Enter your Alliance War and then back out. And then when we go back in the Battle World, it should load properly. I have no idea why. This seems to be the fix, or if you back out of the game and reset completely, it seems to be the way to kind of reset what's happening in Battle World. So now if we go back to Battle World, boom, it works again. So that's been kind of what works for me. But yeah, this is interesting. So I thought we were going to go through one difficulty at a time, but because we were able to finish up the first one, now we have actually up to the first 3 difficulties unlocked. So I think it's because of the VP points obviously reaching here. So yeah, make sure you guys communicate that with your alliance. They may or may not be aware, but at least the good news is you can actually push higher now, because we can actually skip the first 2 difficulties. But was there first time rewards? I don't remember if there was. Well, I guess we'll see after we actually finish up this first one. But yeah, otherwise you may want to be, you know, pushing higher, so like selecting this one, and then that way the next time this resets, it's actually going to go to difficulty 3. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. We'll see how much it ramps up. I'm preparing my Astral team, and I'll be back with a video as well on Emma Frost when her unlock comes later this week as well. So yeah, happy Sunday, guys. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.